Hello, High Sciers, and welcome to another High Sci Flash. It used to be that my wife would take the lead in any matters related to life insurance. I didn't want to talk about it, and if I knew there was a life insurance agent coming by, I couldn't wait for them to leave. I didn't want to talk about death. We were young, a lot of years left to live. Fast forward to today, and I am actually a life insurance agent and final wishes planner. What made me make such a change to now that I encourage people to do the same things that I did not want to do when I was younger? I can tell you one thing that contributed to my change in attitude was being a hospice volunteer, sitting beside someone who's facing death, and them having to confront issues that they hadn't addressed when they could have. Now, you're adding to the burden of grief for the family, the fact that there's no funeral service plan and they have to do that. They have to get their paperwork in order. All the things they could have done when they were younger. Again, this adds just more of a burden to the family at a time when grief is going to have to be dealt with. I often hear people say, I love such and such to death. I love my daughter to death. I love my son to death. I love my mother to death. I believe what they really mean when they say that is that they love them until death separates them. But let me ask this question. What about loving them through death? It's okay to love them to death, but love them also through death. How do you love someone through death? Well, you love them through death by addressing your final wishes instead of leaving it to them to guess what you might have wanted when you're gone. Love them through death by having a will so that everyone knows what you want done with your property when you're no longer here. Love them enough to have a living will and health care power of attorney to not only address what your wishes would be if you were incapacitated and could not make healthcare decisions for yourself, but who's going to make those decisions for you? Love them through death by having life insurance so that you won't leave a financial burden. And love them through death by having plans for how your body will be disposed of. Our love doesn't stop with death. This is how we love someone through death. Yes, love them to death, but also love them through death. And this has been another High Sci Flash.